Hey, 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 what's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I've got a pretty awesome bunk model travel for you. This is the 2024 Puma 28BHSS. And one of the things that I most notably like about this floor plan is, one, you have quad bunks in the back, but you also get dual entry. And this one's going into the living room, and that one is going into the restroom. So talk about, kind of keeping the camper clean when you're out, running around. If you're down at a campground, mudding up the place, just having fun maybe in like the creek. Pretty cool to have inside-outside access to a bathroom, especially if you're someone like myself that has 4 kids running around just trying to invent ways, to be dirty. But again, it's the 2024 Puma 28BHSS. All of the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, all that good stuff will be down in the description of this video, along with a link for the pricing. So your slide is going to be on the non-camp side. So over here, you don't have anything that's going to be intrusive for you to, hang out, kind of enjoy, the picnic side, cornhole, all that kind of stuff. But you're also going to get an exterior kitchen, which I like, and I'll get into this a little bit more, but it's got everything that you need. I mean, you got a griddle, a little dump sink, all that good stuff. Dual axle on this model. And right there is the model number where it's listed. And you see it's got the extended seasons package, which a lot of campers are coming with that now. But basically that's going to be an enclosed underbelly, upgraded 35,000 BTU furnace, and a little bit of added insulation so that way you can use this, a little earlier in the spring, a little later in the fall. So this is going to be what I would call your super slide. You have an oversized U-shaped dinette, recliners that are going to be, pretty close to directly across from your TV. And then you have a kitchen that's in a pretty good disposition to not only do dishes, but stay part of the family, get a little cooking done. The refrigerator opens up from both sides, which is pretty cool. And then where I'll start the tour is going to be back in this bunk room. So if this is your first time on the channel, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope you find it useful. Hopefully you hit that like and subscribe button. But I've got 4 kids, and all travel trailers are a struggle, just in general. All campers in general are just a struggle. But this one would work for the sleeping aspect, no problemo. You got 1 single bunk here, 2 double bunks that are kind of in that elbow situation. But then I like this. You got a little mini kind of floor seating jackknife sofa. You got the cup holders, built in for, maybe a couple Mountain Dews, or if they're trying to sneak a brewski or whatever. And it's going to be directly across from a place where you can plug in, a TV. You're also going to find that you have, just enough storage to be dangerous. So you got little hanging items there. You got to pull out, right here. So nothing too crazy, but you can definitely pack away like a long weekend's worth of clothes, depending on how you do it. I mean, my wife works wonders in packing stuff up. Speaking of wife, babe, if you're watching, I love you. Emergency exit, pull, push, and plop. Again, you got all the hookups. You do have your fuse box, down here, which I'd probably prefer to see it out in the living room, but, that's okay. But I like that it's got plug-ins for each individual bunk. That is pretty darn nice. The weight capacity on this is going to be 300 pounds as well. So even the bigger kids out there, or some of the adults, most of the adults, will have no problem. But I really enjoy, this living room. You got enough kind of open space. You don't have enough seating for the entire family, maybe to come out and enjoy, a movie for you or something. But you got enough to sit down and, everyone has a place. So you could probably sit, up to 4, maybe 5 right here. Oversized U-shaped dinette. This is in the sleeper mode where you can put cushions in the middle and plop down. Maybe if you got more kids, or, the Funko down at the campground crashing with you. A little bit of storage here. And the same on the other side. This table's just going to be sitting on those nubblies. But I do like how they have the smaller windows with overhead storage, and then the bigger windows just to catch a good view. And we got some pretty cool. Those flowers are pretty darn cool out there. They're all over the place. I'm down at the Puma manufacturer, just kind of in this like plot of grass that they have. But they got a ton of flowers. It's pretty darn neat down here. The lighting fixture in the Pumas are pretty cool. I mean, I don't know what kind of style you call that, whether it's like a little gothic or, whatever. I don't know, but it's really neat. Reminds me of that Leonardo da Vinci movie where he's like stuck in that cage head for some reason. I imagine that, getting my head stuck in that. But anyway, that's a story for another day, I suppose. The decor goes, kind of light and bright, but also mixes in the dark. You got the accent lighting there running underneath, the hard wrap plastic, and it's the kind that's going to be that bonded onto there, so that way you don't have to worry about any swelling or any type of water, damaging that part. Little drying rack, stainless steel, undermounted bowl with the cutting board. Hitting those dishes from all angles. A little mini window just to get a good view of what's going on outside. True hardwood for the cabinetry. So in a, what people call, a stick and tin model, this is definitely going to be higher end with just that. That stuff right there kind of already separates them. Then you add in the fact that they have a 42,000 BTU on-demand hot water heater. So that's going to be great for people that like long showers. Pull-out drawers. Bottom two will not have this partitions in there. That's going to be for like your silverware. You also have just enough countertop space to kind of do a little prepping, but nothing too crazy. Outlet for like Keurig and blender. 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixins with the glass top. And then you also have the oven right here as well, along with a microwave. And you got all the different modes you need, potato and beverage mode. Like I was saying, this refrigerator, you're whipping up some food, you need to get something, bang. And then from this side, if you just don't want to walk all the way to the other, pulls out there too as well. You also get a little bit of storage here underneath, it looks like. And that's pretty rare. You don't see that every day. And then you got a really nice sized pantry for all of your, all your like dry food or, board games, blankets, things of that. Just added stuff to bring. This is going to be the area for your TV. So you're prepared for, pre-wired for the King Wi-Fi, cable and satellite, outlet, a TV backer sitting on a bracket, a little bit of storage, inside and outside. So zone 1 and 2, that's going to be where you control this. So built-in soundbar or access the marine grade exterior speakers. And then a fireplace that'll keep, the entirety of this area nice and roasty and toasty. The seats here are going to be the recliners. They don't have that, middle partition, so you can snuggle up real good with honey buns and have a good time watching a movie. And then the overhead storage. Now, I've been asking this on a couple videos. Would you guys rather see more overhead storage, no overhead storage, or, do you like it just kind of how it is? So opens up, does not open, Dracula shade. Now you're heading back into the bathroom, and I like the bathroom setup. I'm not an overall huge fan of the corner radius showers, but if you're going to use it, this is the style that I would prefer to have, because I am a bigger person, and this is going to be a bigger corner radius shower than some. I mean, some of them it is like, your sardine stuck in the can right there. This one I can actually close it, take a pretty normal shower. I'm 6 foot, so you got 6'1" of clearance here, probably 6'5" of clearance there. So that's always nice. The toilet is in a position where you can sit down and do your thing. But I also like the fact, again, how you have inside and outside access. So whether or not you want to play, friendly neighbor while you're using the restroom, or if you just want to come in and use it, to wash your hands and go back out because you're cooking, you got the ability to do that. Little sink. More plumbing, more storage. Place for your toothbrush holder. Great place for the old bowling gun to be shown off. Bada bing, bada boom. Then you have TP, opening there, outlets, and a little place to hang up a towel. The bedroom is going to be on a north to south bed. You also get some really nice cubbies along with outlets for, your CPAP machines and all of that. And then the storage is going to go all the way up and around. So you have 2 hanging areas and then, just a little bit more. And I also like how they do not open from right here going up. I do like the side access to that. TV backer. This model is going to have 2 ACs on the 50 amp service, but you got your TV backer location right here. So if you want to plug in a TV, you can put a mount right there, and then you have the plug-ins. Behind me is an emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop. Get out in a hurry. This is just going to be, your normal everyday window that opens up, for a good breeze. I don't know if I showed this, but, hands-free, which is always a big-time plus. But I think that about wraps it up here for the inside portion of the store. If you guys have made it this far, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button or drop a comment and let me know, maybe why you didn't, or just, simply say hello if you've been here for a while. Now, before we do head out, this is your control panel. So your different lightings, your water heater, water pump, slides, and awnings. So I'll go ahead and I'll retract this awning a little bit, but really nice and easy. I'm actually running this off of a solar generator. Never used one before. It's pretty darn fancy pants, but I put that up just a little bit so we can get, you know, some better views here. But I mean, you can see that awning is absolutely massive, and all the specifications again are down in the description with a link for that pricing if you are a little bit, you know, interested in this. Both entry places do have the solid steps that flip in. They both also do have a screen door. Exterior speakers are going to be right here, a place to plug in a TV with your cable and your outlets. Again, you got the dual axle with the Lion's Head warranty, and you can take a look at that if you want to go ahead and pause it on the screen. Fresh water connection, black tank flush, which is going to be a sprinkler system for your poop tank. And then we're back out to your exterior kitchen where you have the dump sink, metal pull-out tray. You're also going to get a little like gray stone griddle, which is like going to be kind of similar to, you know, like the Blackstone. Enough room for about a 30 rack of apple juice in there, and you got some outlets as well. Then you have a bumper with a spare tire. Looks like a raccoon was jumping around in there. That's freaking cool. You also got the ladder going up on top. So that way you can check your seals, check your slides. I recommend doing that, you know, every 3 months or so. Furrion observation camera prepped, so you can check and see, you know, what's going on behind you with some distance markers. And you also have an area to plug in, you know, cable and satellite. There's going to be your 50 amp plug-in. Again, you got the dual axles. You are eligible to put on a slide topper if you would like, so you can purchase one of those. It's basically a piece of awning that goes from here to here, and it prevents debris like those tree branches from falling on it. And if you don't brush it, that could puncture that seal, and you know, that's where most of your leaks are going to come from. Wastewater dump tank right here, and then your exterior shower along with city water connection and the back end of that on-demand hot water heater, weighing 7,472 pounds, overall length of 36 foot 10 inches. But I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Well, you know what? Tour's not over yet. Battery disconnect, an area for 2 batteries. You also have the oversized propane bottles, rock guard, power tongue jack, and then solar on the side. But all right, guys, now the tour's over. This is the 2024 Puma 28BHSS. My name is Hunter. Hope to see you next time. See you. Meow, 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 no, 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 shaman, minimal.